Well, hello. This is my 7 o'clock time to start. Can you guys hear me? Hopefully you guys can hear me because I'm using a mic. Testing, testing. I'm going to assume that you guys can hear me. All right, so I'm going to start in. I'm really worried that you guys can't hear me, but I'm going to start in and start talking about what I do. So my name is Bree, and I coach men on women and emotional intelligence and all the things that come along with dating, because it's a mess out there. I mean, lots of emotional abuse, lots of manipulation, and that's what I'm here to talk about today. So I was really taken back of the amount of men that I've coached that have come to me and actually broken down what happened in their relationship, and it being that they ended up feeling like they were walking on eggshells. They're anxious around this person. This person is taking advantage of their kindness. This is my first time doing this, so I'm just playing around with all these things. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, yes. He says we can hear you. Okay, good. Thank goodness. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to start again. My name is Brianna Hofmann, and I coach men on dating and women. Okay, I live and work in the Denver area, so I'm in the US, and I do have a YouTube channel, and I do all the social things, social media stuff. And the thing that makes me different is that I have been married. My husband committed suicide. He was a PTSD vet, so I'm here basically passionate about men's mental health. I think that we all as a society and women tend to neglect men's mental health. So I'm here to start teaching that as a way of being grounded and your nervous system regulated so you can attract a healthy partner and so that you guys can grow together.
I still definitely believe in men and women being together. And I don't know, I guess we've always been a team. We've always been a badass team since the beginning, and we will always be a team going forward. So thank you for telling me that my sound was not on. I asked earlier in my live and everyone said that they could hear me. So I don't know. Maybe my mic died. Can you hear me? Testing, testing, testing. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Now I have to start all over my whole spiel. That's okay. It's good practice. So, my name's Bree. I coach men on women and emotional intelligence and all the things that have to do with dating. It's really messy out there in the dating world. I don't know if you guys are out there. I don't know if you're partnered, but dating is really hard. It's really challenging for everybody, not just men. It's challenging. So, I'm here kind of giving my perspective on where to find healthy women, how to connect with healthy women without losing yourself. So it's about freedom, it's about alignment, so that you can be yourself, so that you do not have to repress or oppress any part of yourself, because that's not healthy. So you want to be free and in love. That's the goal. That's the love evolution. So, tonight my theme is emotional manipulation, uh, emotional abuse, because what I found in my coaching journey is that there's a lot of men out there who are emotionally abused, and it's hard to name, it's hard to talk about. So tonight it's kind of giving permission to not just feeling disrespected by your partner, but being really manipulated and abused on a daily basis. And you will know if you're being abused, manipulated, if you feel like you're walking on eggshells in your relationship, if you feel like the only time you can be free or be yourself is when you are not with your partner. So that's one sign is anxiety. Just general anxiety. You're waiting for her to lose her shit or, have some emotional outrage. You're constantly kind of like waiting for the shoe to drop and on edge. So that is one sign that you're being emotionally abused. Because when you're with your partner, you should feel at peace. You should feel like it's kind of a homey, comfy place. Some people would argue with that and they'd say, well, yeah, comfort gets boring. Nervous system regulation is different than boring. And when you're regulated and you have a partner that you can co-regulate with, and there's no anxiety and there's no stress, and you know that when there's problems, you guys can talk about them without holding resentment or blowing up or holding things in, walking on eggshells. That's a much healthier place to be. And you can work on the exciting and the kinky stuff once your nervous systems are co-regulated, right? That kinky level is much better than two toxic people who can't figure their shit out. Another thing that women will do as a form of emotional manipulation is they will hold sex over your head. So they will actually dangle it and say, oh, if you're good and you do the things I tell you to do and you don't fuck up, then you get it. But if you're good, or if you're bad, if you do anything, walk around, leave a bowl in the sink, or you dropped a sock in the hallway and now you can't get laid. When the secret is she doesn't really have sex with you ever anyways. So it's a huge reward when she does have sex with you. That is a huge red flag. That is emotional manipulation. And it's icky because a healthy partnership is about connection and sex is a tool for connection. A woman who is having pleasurable, orgasmic, connective sex is not holding sex over someone's head because she can't. Because she's horny too. Because she wants to be with the person. So if she's no longer desiring you like that, that's a symptom. That's a symptom of some emotional abuse. I see some comments in here. Blame toxic relationships on social media. Not gonna argue. There are some great things about social media. We can go there, but I won't play the devil's advocate. I agree with you. Social media is a toxic place for relationships. Yeah, men don't need to beg for their women to give them some. I like that one too. Is that Sam R still in the room? Oh, yay. Okay. So this is my first time doing live. So I'm sorry if this is a little choppy. But I did want to talk to you about that. You said men don't need to beg for their woman to give them some. That's weakness. And it allows a woman to walk all over him like that. And yes, you're absolutely right. But there is something about denying your desire because you do want to beg. I mean, you don't want to beg, but you do need some and you want some, right? It's kind of strange because now you can't beg for it or you can't ask for it because then a woman will walk all over you. So it leads you into doing these more deceptive things to try to get what you want. Am I right? he's still on here. He must be doing multiple ones. Let me know if you're in here so we can actually chat about, some stuff. I don't want to be the only one talking the entire time. I've talked for 15 minutes now. I want to hear some manipulative, emotional, abusive stuff that you guys have been through. Let me know. Type it down there. Let me know. What's something fucked up that a woman did to you, Emotional abuse, control, holding sex over your head, not letting you get some. Ghosting. That's not bad. Ghosting, when I think about that, ghosting is a form of rejection, and it's a cowardice form of rejection, but men, obviously, in our society, they are the ones going out to get rejected. So I actually like that you're getting ghosted. I really like it. That means that you're actually out there and you're putting yourself out there and you're talking to women. And of course, some of them are going to reject you, some of them are going to ghost you, and that's fine. Let them turn into ghosts. Bye-bye. Because then you're still exposing yourself to a big variety of people, and you could find really good women that way, just through exposure. I like what you said. I don't know why I like it. That's kind of fucked up, but I like it. Men have the power when they don't go they don't go running because they'll come back. They'll come back when they need you, right? When they tripped and hurt their ankle, like, no, I need someone. It's a good perspective. I do have to remind you, I am a widow, so I have 2 kids and I do everything by myself without anyone. So I don't go running to anybody. There's no one to run to. The person who I would run to is dead, so. The energy you're describing is still really good too. It is magnetic to women. So when you're not overly arrogant, but you're kind of in this chill spot and you're like, yeah, you'll be back. I'll be here. I'm here. You know where to find me, babe. Yeah, women like that. They like that. That's pretty safe. I have a few other attendees in here now. Anybody who wants to talk, what I want to know is how women have emotionally manipulated or possibly even abused you. I want to get this stuff out there. I want to hear the stories because as a coach, I hear a lot of stories about some really awful things that women do. And it blows my mind because I had no idea. I just thought, oh, women are just like me and we just go out there and we get our little hearts broken and we're just nothing but kind and sweet and caring. Like, no, there's some savage bitches out there and they be hurting people. So I want to know your horror stories. Do you have any stories? We talked about ghosting, which, as I pointed out, I think ghosting is actually good because it's a sign that you're going out there and you're interacting with people. Being ghosted is better than just staying inside and not taking any risks at all. I think that's kind of the challenge of being a man. One of the challenges that I really empathize with because I'm outgoing when I get warmed up, but I'm not an extrovert. If I were a man and I had to go initiate conversation or go, kind of figure out a way to get someone's attention, that would be really shitty. I don't think I would enjoy that. Got to get out there. It's part of being, the male species of a human. I thought you said Sam, you said that she ghosted you. So how would you have you but you still have her name and her number in your phone? Shouldn't you just be deleting that shit by now? You should be blocking her. All right. So my name is Bree. I coach men on women and dating. I'm on all the socials. And tonight I'm here doing my first live. We are talking about emotional abuse. And specifically, I want to hear some horror stories and I hear some stuff that you guys have been through when it comes to women and their emotional manipulation tactics. I don't think people talk about this enough. I think this is fascinating. Men come to me all the time telling me stories that just blow my mind. I'm like, what? She did what? Wow, that's crazy. And I just don't even think we talk about it even on social media enough. There needs to be more exposure to how women are contributing to the mental health state, and it's also because they are mental healthy, right? Hurt people. This is generational trauma after generational trauma. Um, but in this modern day, the the people who I come in contact with most are healthy people who mistreat each other because of old traumas, old wounds that get dug up through their relationship. And then it turns into emotional abuse and financial abuse and walking on eggshells, anxiety, toxicity. I can totally see how you're saying that right now, South Carolina, with your accent. Like the way I'm reading that comment is with a southern accent. Merry Christmas. My name is Bree. I coach men on emotional intelligence, women navigating dating out there in the world. It's very messy. Um, so I think that if I'm not going to get any more stories on emotional abuse, I will cut off at the 30. So I will stay on here for 30 minutes. That's 7 minutes left. And I just wanted to let you guys know I really care about men's mental health. My husband committed suicide. Um, he had severe PTSD, so I lived with him during that. I know a little bit about mental health, stress, nervous system regulation, and so that's how I approach the dating thing. Is I want men to be super regulated. I want them to be super peaceful in their own power, in their own confidence, so that when they go out into the dating world, they attract a healthy partner. They just magnet her to them, and then two healthy people get to grow together. So that's my goal. That's why I do what I do. If anybody has any questions, if anybody would like to know any specific thing about women, about love, sexuality, shame, the shadows, baby. That's why I'm here. So drop anything in the comments if you want to know anything specific. I'm here for 6 more minutes and then I'm going to log off. My sister's in from out of town, so, Christmas time. Christmas time with the sisters. Another thing that I would consider emotional manipulation or abuse is grudge holding. So this is something that gets me going because I hate it so much. I hate grudge holders. No, I know it's a coping mechanism, right? We have to respect how the coping mechanism came to be, and that would be through some form of other abuse that they endured, right? But grudge holding it's really childish. Um, it shows that the emotional state of mind of the person who's holding the grudge. Let's just put it that way. And that means that they were probably stunted pretty young. Like something happened to them, the parents got divorced, they didn't have a stable, house, a stable income. They were, struggling to make it to school or whatever it is that they were going through proves that they were stunted at that age. Grudge holding is extremely immature. It shows that someone is very immature in the way that they process their emotions, if they do any processing at all. So this is a form of emotional manipulation and abuse, and it is a form that I see women use often in the men that I coach and the stories that they tell. It's usually, and I don't think it's just women, okay? I'm just going to throw that out there. What I've learned is that behavior is not really gendered when it comes to the things that we do to each other in a romantic relationship. It's just that women are over here talking about men and men are over here talking about women, and so it ends up being like, all women do this, all men do this, but we all do all the behaviors. And I am talking about grudge holding. My late husband did hold grudges. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. I would do something pretty benign, something usually having to do with cleaning something wrong or forgetting about something, and he would literally withhold affection and even not talk to me or like not look at me for 3 days. Granted, him and I were in a cabin in the middle of nowhere together, so it was just him and I in this romantic little cute storytale Colorado cabin. And the only person who I lived with would stop talking to me or like loving me or looking at me for 3 days. So that's some powerful ammo, baby. And that's not benign. That's emotional abuse. So if you have ever been in a relationship where the woman is holding grudges, like just grudges that last days. Okay, one day, I mean, like, if you really pissed her off, I could see, like, a girl not talking to you for the rest of the day. But, like, especially if you live with each other and it lasts more than a day, that's some very emotionally immature and vindictive behavior. And it probably shows, like I said, something that happened to her as a child. She's emotionally stunted at a young age, so she can't actually mature emotionally. That's what we see. The most emotionally unintelligent people did not have the tools and ability to grow up with emotionally intelligent brains in volatile places or in, abuse, divorce, neglect, these type of situations. So, yes, anybody who's holding grudges has some major damage and trauma probably attached to them. And it's emotionally abusive. So we can say at the same time, this is emotionally abusive. It hurts me. It damages me. It prevents my growth. I can't do this. And I love this person. I see why they do it. They're traumatized. They're emotionally immature. They can't blah, 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 blah. Yes, both things are true. And I know this well, right? I am a fixer. I am a rescuer. So I have had to work so hard, and I'm still working on it, on both seeing a person, feeling them, understanding where they are emotionally, and giving them empathy, but then also at the same time, making a decision for you and yourself and your path and your priorities, right? I am a single mother. I have 2 very young kids. I work, so I don't have time to be making mistakes. I don't have energy to be making mistakes. So I have to listen to what I want, what my gut is telling me, my instincts, my vision, my goals, all those things. And you don't know those things until you really, really take yourself apart and put yourself back together. So then you're like, okay, this is what I want, and I'm not going to settle for less. So grudge holding is a big thing for me. If you are too immature to communicate your feelings like I am communicating to you right now, then this is not for me. I can see why you hold grudges. I can see the emotional damage and background and all the things and why, you told me the story about how so-and-so hurt you back in the day. Yeah. Oh my gosh. that hurts my soul that somebody did that to you, and I'm still choosing not to do this with you because I can't. I cannot put myself there in that situation with you. Okay, guys. Well, hey, I am here. I'm going to be here every 2 weeks on Thursday at 7 p.m. I'm here just talking about dating and love and women. I stayed on here for a whole 30 minutes talking and trying to interact with people. That was pretty good. High five, Bree. Okay, so repeat in 2 weeks. Be here or be square.